Hi guys, welcome back to Karo's Court. I know it's been a long time since I've done any interviews, but I've entered an exciting new chapter. I am currently playing professional basketball in the Czech Republic, so I want to do my best to highlight what it's like playing overseas, how it differs from playing in the NCAA, and just overall how the experience is. Today I'm going to be sitting down with my former teammate at the University of Tennessee, Sara Puckett, who is currently having one of the best seasons of her career. Sara is leading the entire Finnish league in scoring, as well as her team, and she's also averaging a double-double, which is not easy on any front. She's averaging 24.5 points per game, 41% field goal percentage, 35% three-point percentage, and shooting almost 90% from the free throw line. But what I'm most interested in is how she's enjoying living in Finland, what the biggest differences are on the basketball court and off. Let's get into it. Hey Sara, how's it going?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. What time is it there?
Currently it's 12:22. So I just got done eating lunch. It's right middle of my day.
Okay, and is it light outside?
Surprisingly, yes. This is the time we get light. It's normally the sun will set at like 2:30-ish, and so like by 3:30 we're completely dark outside.
That's crazy. Has just it getting dark so early affected your sleep schedule? Are you a night owl now?
It definitely has affected my sleep schedule. I go to sleep later than I probably want to each night, but I have gotten used to the darkness. So like my days, even though they seem really long, like I feel it with like the things like I want to do, like reading, like watching Netflix, just whatever it is, like finding ways to help the time go by in the darkness go away.
Totally understandable. I mean, I know for me it gets dark at 4:30 and I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, time for bed. So I think we're different in that way.
Yeah.
So what's your practice schedule like? I know it's kind of mid-season, so it's different than when you first got there, but what's that looking
Right.
like?
It's been the same since I've been here. It's of course just how rigorous the practices are is what's different. So like in the mornings we have a shooting time slot at our gym from 10 to 12. We do have to like request the gym, like reserve it for our time. So like we make sure we use it as much as we can, like the full time if we want. And then practices are normally in the evenings. Typically they're 6 to 8. Day before games, they're a little bit earlier, but it's like we just talked about, it is dark outside before practice, and then it's dark outside when you come out of practice. So it's definitely been something to get used to.
Right. And you mentioned the reserving the gym, which is just something that is totally foreign for me and us. But
Yeah.
so do you share it with a bunch of different sports? Can you talk about the different sports that you share your gym with?
Yeah, so it's actually we're based in Courtenay, which has an Olympic training facility here, and we get to practice at the gym, so it's extremely nice. We share it with a wide variety of volleyball, other basketball players, whether that's like youth camps or another men's team. We also share it with the like weight training people that like they're taking it real serious and
Yeah.
because there is a really nice weight room and everything. And then it can also be used for like an older ladies class to get in there and work out. So there's just a wide variety of people that come in there, but it's nice to see like so many people like to use it because just it is so nice.
Right. It's like the community is really built on sports in
Yes.
everywhere, and it's really nice to see how that comes together when you're sharing it with so many different other teams.
Yeah.
As far as like the most popular sport in Finland, what would you say that is? Is it basketball, volleyball?
I would definitely say basketball is second. So
Okay.
well, bas basketball and Finnish baseball are probably the
Mhm.
top two sports in Finland. I've actually been to two Finnish baseball teams whenever I first got here, and it was very interesting. It's totally different than American baseball, but it was really fun to see and be able to, experience a different cultural thing for them. So I would say Finnish baseball, but also basketball are two very popular sports.
So is it
Yeah.
now winter? It goes straight to winter, or is it fall?
I think we're in like the start of winter. So I
Okay.
think like right now it's in like the low 30s, high 20s. Of course, degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know Celsius.
Right.
Um,
Me.
so January and February, I think, are their coldest months.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna experience that when I get back from Christmas break.
Wow. Are you looking forward to Christmas break?
Yes, I love Finland. I love my teammates. I love basketball, but I'm ready to get some time with my family and time at home and just be able to relax my body a little bit.
Right. That's understandable. So I guess that leads me to my next question. What is the biggest difference between living in Finland versus America? And you can just go ahead and tell me like what you're most looking forward to once you touch soil on the US for the first
Okay.
time back.
So for me, I'm a very picky eater, as you know. And so that's been a big adjustment. They eat a lot of fish here, which I've actually learned to eat. I have
Wow.
eaten it, yeah. You would be
That's great.
proud. And then there's, of course, a lot of Finnish dishes that I've tried, but not necessarily liked. But I mean, I guess trying for me is the big thumbs up. So um, that and just Courtenay has about 3,000 people. So it's very small, it's very quaint, it's very quiet. But I mean, I've enjoyed it. Me and my roommates go to the mall like 30 minutes away. We're actually going today. So
Nice.
we find things to do, even though it's a small town. But I would say those are the couple things that I definitely had to get used to. And then, of course, the darkness, that's a given. And then when I go home, I will most definitely be looking forward to Chick-fil-A and
Yes.
Texas Roadhouse because those are my favorite two places to eat. So I will definitely be there.
That's great to hear. My mouth's watering just thinking about Chick-fil-A, but I've got to give it another 4 months. It's kind of like we switched places in a sense because 3,000 is like my hometown and where I'm at, I guess like 40,000 is like Muscle Shoals, maybe. I don't know.
Muscle Shoals is probably like 15.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
It
Maybe
really
20. I
seems,
don't know. I don't know.
I don't know either. It's weird here. Like, in my eyes, it seems like a really big town, but everyone that I
Right.
talk to, they're like, this is the smallest city ever. I'm like, really? We
Oh,
have a mall here. So now I guess I'll get more into basketball questions just because that is why you're there. So
yeah.
you're having a great season. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm happy to see that your team is really utilizing you. It's really fun to see all the different ways that you're scoring, rebounding, averaging a double double, leading the team in scoring. It's really awesome. I'm so happy for you. But I honestly just want to know what is the biggest difference playing in Europe versus America? And I know every country's different, so your answer is going to be
Right.
different from someone else that I would talk to, but just like first thing that pops to your mind, what is the biggest difference?
I would say, I've said physicality to that question a lot, but
Mhm.
as I've like this past week, I've thought of a new word. And I
Okay.
would say it's definitely more scrappy. Like the way
Okay. Yeah.
girls play. Now that's kind of my style of play. Like I want to get on the floor for loose balls. I want to play hard. I want to be competitive, be aggressive. We got to be dirty sometimes a little bit, but that's okay. Everybody accepts it. And
Hmm.
so I would definitely say that just because like being a foreigner, like I know like there is a little bit of a target on our backs. And so I've experienced like anything you can imagine, like elbows, knees, like whatever it is. So
Yeah.
I would say that. And also I'm the five player. I was a 3-4 in college, so I had to, get used to that role and in that position. Because I am one of the tallest in the league as well, being 6'2", and in
Mhm.
the SEC, and we had like 6'5", 6'6" on average in the post. So,
Yeah.
uh, yeah, I would say those two are like the most standout things to me.
Hmm. Do you have any specific stories from this scrappiness affecting you that you want to share?
This happens to me a lot whenever I'm jumping for rebounds. I just get pushed in the back in the air. And that's not
Mm.
necessarily what I go for. That's not what I like. I like a good clean box out. But yeah, it's just any way they can pull on my jersey, just push me whenever the refs aren't looking or aren't paying attention. Like they just try to do anything to get in our heads as Americans. And so I think just mentally shifting to accepting that is what I had to do pretty early on, because I mean it started in the first game when I was here.
Yeah.
So
The rules are pretty much the same, but are there any rules that have kind of caught you off guard? I know, like, my coach was really adamant about like the travel call at first, because
yes.
if you're dribbling to the right, like he said, in the NCAA, you can take this step, but like here, that's a travel. You know what I'm
Right.
talking about?
That's what they were telling me whenever I first got here, and I was low key like really confused. I'm like, why can't I take a step to get past my defender?
I
But
know. Yeah.
I actually haven't had to like I haven't been on the perimeter as much as I normally have, so I haven't done that as much.
Yeah.
Um, but and I don't think our guards have had really issues. Like my other two Americans are both guards, and they haven't
Mhm.
really had much problems with that. I would say the biggest thing for me, you're gonna laugh, the way we shoot in the first half and the way we shoot in the second half. Like which
Yes.
ball we shoot on.
Oh
Like
my gosh. And I'm just still to this day, it's confusing.
that
I mean,
happened
not
to me
in the
last
game, but
night.
like warm ups. Wait,
No, I'm
what?
saying it happened to me during the game because I'm thinking,
Really?
okay, yeah, I'm thinking, okay, we're going this way. No, we were going the opposite way because it was the second half. So
Yeah.
that was a big adjustment for me.
It's crazy. My mom recently was able to catch my first game, and she was like, after the game, she was like, I was just so surprised that y'all were shooting on that goal.
Yeah, it was really weird. And nobody told me before. Like we had two preseason games. No one told me beforehand. Like at
Yeah,
all. So I'm just sitting there. I'm of course jumping the tip ball every game. And I'm sitting there facing the way I think we're supposed to go. And the girl's telling me, hey, you're over there. I'm like, oh,
right. And it's just, I don't know, it's just funny, quirky things like that.
yeah.
That leads me to ask if there's been any like translation issues during practice as far as drills or anything go, because me and my other English speaking teammate have been struggling recently because the coach wants us to count our makes for some drills and some not. And the other day he wanted us to count uh, like until 21, and however you were away from 21, you had to run. And we did not get that in translation. So halfway through, we're sitting at nothing because we didn't
Y'all
know.
weren't
So
counting.
it's like that happened to you.
That specifically not that.
Yeah.
I would definitely say the our teammates have had to help with like what exactly we're supposed to be doing because our coach he does a really good job of translating and um but there are some like terms in English that he uses that mean something different than he thinks and so
Yeah.
our teammates have to just verify for us but it's actually not been that bad. Our teammates speak really good English actually so it's been it's been pretty good so far.
That's good. And here, like, it seems like 20 words translate to 2 words in English. Is that the same with the Finnish
Yes, that is
language?
the same thing. Because and they
Yeah.
talk like it's fun to listen to them in practice whenever like they're confused on something or need to discuss something because they'll just start talking really, really fast and I'm just
Yeah.
like, okay, yeah. And then they'll tell us after the fact like what they were talking about. But yeah,
Mhm.
I agree. It's like a lot of words for a little for us. So
Yeah. I feel like I've kind of picked up on some of the things. Like, you can tell, like, with their pointing and, demonstrating stuff. Like,
yeah.
basketball is kind of a universal language. So I feel like that definitely helps us out
No, it's
in
a
that regard. So, what would you say has been your favorite part overall of playing pro basketball? Loaded question, not easy.
that is a loaded question. For me personally, it's been able to like be confident in my ability again. I
Mhm.
struggled with that my senior year of college, and so just being able to go out there and play freely and play confident and to actually have fun playing basketball again has been the best thing for me. I'm in
Mhm.
a totally different mental headspace. And so it's been a lot more fun for me, which is a blessing just because I've longed for that. And definitely, I mean, now I get to say I'm a pro. So that's
Right.
really good.
That's so great. Do you have a favorite game?
We actually did really well last night as a team. We scored over 100 points.
Mhm.
Um, and I had 33 points and 15 rebounds, so pretty good double-double, I guess some might say.
Yeah.
But
Amazing.
my favorite game would have to be I set my career record um 3 games ago for 37 points, and I had
Yeah.
13 rebounds, I think. But that was just a big thing for me because in high school, I scored 36 and haven't scored like that since then. So
Yes.
just really, really proud of myself for just being able to continue, like I said, to be confident in my ability, and not waver from like who I am.
Yeah. That's awesome to hear. What ways, so you say you're the five player now, are
Yeah.
you having to adapt your game in any different ways from the NCAA to this new league as well as being a five player? Like, what kind of ways are you scoring now?
I would say I'm scoring like at all 3 levels. But from how I was scoring in college NCAA, it was like I'm in the post a lot more. I've been playing a lot more back to the basket,
Mhm.
and face up. I played a lot of face up in college, but I guess back to the basket. I've been playing a lot of those in the post, and then just off the dribble, I don't really get as much as I did in college. And threes, I mean, I shoot the same amount of threes probably because
Yeah.
I love to shoot. So, uh,
Mhm.
I guess those threes are coming more from the trail. I'm not really creating my own shot in the three. I have some, but it's more so of like trails in transition because that's what our team does is play a lot in transition.
Mhm.
But I mean, I try to be an all around player and do whatever I can to like help our team. So
Yeah.
yeah.
What would you say out of those ways you're scoring is your favorite? You still like the three or, your fadeaway signature?
Yeah, I do use my fadeaway a lot. People have caught on to it though, so I've had to make, some counter moves, up and unders, whatever it might be. But
Mhm.
yeah, I would definitely say my fadeaway is still intact and
Mhm.
trail threes in the slots are my top shots right now.
Yeah. Love those. Love a good transition trail three. Well, that's great. I've loved all your answers. Love kind of getting an insight into what it's like playing there. I guess I'll leave you with one more question for any young players who have aspirations of playing college or even just playing basketball at a higher level, playing pro. What advice would you have to them? Any advice?
Yeah. Woo. I mean, there's a lot of things I would say to my younger self.
Mhm.
But anyone that's aspiring to, be where we've been or where we're at, I would say to always stay true to who you are. Be confident in yourself. Don't let anyone bring you down in any type of way. And positive self talk is huge for that. And you always got to be the hardest worker in the gym as well. Because if you don't put in the work, then you're honestly not going to get anywhere. Because I've always said, like, what you give to basketball is going to give back to you. So just you got to enjoy the process of going through the hard work, the sweat, the tears, whatever it might be. So just stick with it. Don't get down on yourself. Always lift yourself up. And last thing would just be a great teammate because those are the people that you're going to lean on for support in whatever circumstance you're in, whether that's in practice and weights and running and the games, like whatever it might be, just always be a great teammate.
All of the above. Great answer.
Thanks.
Well, thank you, Sarah. This was very insightful to me. I know it will be to everyone else, kind of just wondering, what we're doing on the other side of the world.
Right.
I had a great time talking to you, and I will be in touch soon. Thank
Okay.
you.
Thanks so much for having me.
Yes. Bye.
Bye.